friends, and we're back to where it all began. I hope you had a good Monday. Mine was pretty busy, but not too bad. Earlier when I was reading, when I was outside, I went to a family's house for dinner, which was fun. And now I'm back home. So I'm here to finish chapters 9 and 10. Chapter 9. Telling the story. Finally, the hugging and crying and laughing died down. The villagers started walking back to their huts. Jack and Annie followed Boca, Kama, and their parents. "We felt the ground shaking," said Boca and Kama's father. "We knew a big wave might follow." "Jack saved us," said Boca. "He read in the book and found out about the big waves." "What's a book?" asked his mother. "Show them," Annie said to Jack. Jack reached into his pack and took out their research book. "It tells about big waves in here," he said. "Books give lots of information." "Ah," said Boca and Kama's mother. "A book is a good thing." "Books tell stories, too," said Annie. "That is impossible," said Kama. "The book cannot move its feet and wave its hands. It cannot sing or chant." "That's true," said Jack, smiling. "Now we should do the hula," Boca said to Annie, Kama, and Jack, "and tell our story." "I'll watch," said Jack, stepping away. Boca and Kama's father called for music. The villagers gathered around. A man started to play the pipe. A teenage boy knocked 2 sticks together. Some women began shaking rattles. Boca, Kama, and Annie waved their hands in the time with the music. They stepped from side to side. They swayed their hips. Kama chanted about going out into the water. She, Boca, and Annie waved their hands to show how they paddled out to sea. Kama chanted about how Jack had warned them. She and the others waved their hands to show how they rode their surfboards to the shore. Then Jack surprised himself. He waved his hands to show how he rode his surfboard like a bird soaring through the air. The next thing he knew, he was stepping from side to side. He was swaying his hips. He was doing the hula. Kama chanted about how the water had pulled away from the shore and how they had climbed to safety and how the giant wave had crashed against the cliff. As Kama chanted the story, all the villagers joined in the dance. The tall grasses swayed, the palm trees swayed, and all the hula dancers swayed too. When the story ended, everyone clapped. "Thanks for helping us," Boca said to Jack and Annie. "We're a good team," said Annie. "We are best friends," said Kama. "Yeah," said Jack. "I'm sorry I said mean things." "We're sorry we laughed at you," said Boca. "I'm sorry I grabbed the book," said Annie. "Our mother says friendship is like riding the waves," said Kama. Excuse me. "Sometimes you ride low, gentle waves. Sometimes you ride high, rough ones." Annie gasped. She looked at Jack. She repeated Morgan's rhyme. "To find a special magic, build a special kind of ship that rides the waves both high and low, and every kind of trip." "Friendship! That's a ship," said Jack. "And we built it," said Annie. Jack and Annie burst out laughing. Boca and Kama looked a little confused, but they laughed too. "We have to go back to our own home now," Annie said to Boca and Kama. "It's time to say goodbye," said Jack. "We never say goodbye," said Kama. "We say aloha when we greet our friends, and we say aloha when we leave them. Friends are always together," said Boca, "even when they are far apart." "Have a good journey in your magic treehouse," said Kama. "Thanks," said Jack and Annie. They waved to the villagers. "Aloha! Aloha!" everyone called back. Then Annie and Jack started through the meadow. Tiny yellow birds and orange and black butterflies flitted around them. At the edge of the meadow, they came to a grove of palm trees. They climbed up the rope ladder into the treehouse. Out the window, Jack saw the tall mountains, the small village, the flowery meadow, the ocean. The water was peaceful again. "I still have my lei," said Annie. She took it off, though the red flowers were wet. They were still a little fluffy. "It's proof that we found a special kind of magic," said Jack. "The magic of friendship." Annie put the lei on the floor next to the play scrolls, the twig, and the corn seeds. Then she picked up the Pennsylvania book. "Ready?" she asked. Jack sighed. "I love Hawaii," he said. "Finally, you admit it," said Annie. She pointed at the picture of the Frog Creek woods. "I wish we could go home now." The wind started to blow. The treehouse started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Then everything was still. Absolutely still. Chapter 10. Everyday Magic. Jack opened his eyes. The sun was setting beyond the woods. No time had passed in Frog Creek. "Welcome back," said his soft, lovely voice. Morgan Le Fay was in the magic treehouse. "Morgan!" cried Annie. She threw her arms around the enchantress. Jack hugged Morgan, too. "Look, Morgan," said Annie. "We have proof that we found special kinds of magic." "Yes, I see," said Morgan. Morgan picked up the play scrolls that Shakespeare had given Jack and Annie in Old England. "You found the magic of the theater," she said. Morgan picked up the twig from the mountain gorillas in the African cloud forest, and the magic of the animals, she said. Morgan picked up the pouch of corn seeds and from their trip to the first Thanksgiving, and the magic of community, she said. Finally, Morgan picked up the wreath of flowers from Kama and Boca, and you discovered the magic of friendship, she said. Morgan looked at Jack and Annie for a long moment. "Listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you," she said. "Yes," they both leaned forward. "You are now magicians of everyday magic," said Morgan. "You have learned to find magic in things you encounter on Earth every day. There are many other forms of everyday magic. You never have to look far to find it. You only have to live your life to the fullest." Jack and Annie nodded. "Soon you will be called upon to use your knowledge of everyday magic in the realm of fantasy." "The realm of fantasy?" said Jack. "Are we going to Camelot?" said Annie. Before Morgan could answer, a shout came from the distance. "Jack! Annie! Our dad's calling," said Annie. "You must go home now," said Morgan, gently. "Rest and get ready to test your powers. Your most exciting challenges are yet to come." "Goodbye, Morgan," said Annie and Jack. They hugged the enchantress. Then Jack took the Hawaii book out of his pack and gave it to Morgan. He put on his backpack and followed Annie down the ladder. When they stepped onto the ground, there was a great roar above them. Jack and Annie looked up. A swirl of sparkling light lit the top of the treehouse. Then the light was gone. The treehouse was gone. Morgan Le Fay was gone, too. Jack and Annie didn't speak for a long moment. Then Jack broke the silence. "Our most exciting challenges are yet to come?" he said. "What do you think that Morgan meant by that?" "I don't know," said Annie. "It sounds a little scary," said Jack. "It's okay. We can handle it," said Annie. She smiled. "We're magicians of everyday magic." Jack smiled. "Yeah," he said. "I guess we are." We walked out of the woods as the sun was setting. Down the street, their mom and dad were standing on the front porch. They waved at Jack and Annie. Jack felt a surge of happiness. There's another kind of everyday magic, he thought. The magic of family. In that moment, it seemed the best magic of all. Oh, that just makes your heart so warm. Gotta love family. Especially in this time that we're going through. We're spending so much more time with our families, and it's something we really should appreciate. So, we are on to book 29. Now, bear with me. We are going down this path. And this path is the Magic Treehouse path. But there's another path that's called the Merlin Mysteries, which we might explore later. So hopefully we don't get too confused between the two. Hit a home run, Jackie. This is the preview for the next book, which is Magic Treehouse Books 29, A Big Day for Baseball. Jack and Annie aren't great baseball players yet. Then Morgan, the librarian, gives them magical baseball caps that will make them experts. They just need to wear the caps to a special ball game. The Magic Treehouse whisks them back to Brooklyn, New York, 1947. When they arrive, Jack and Annie find out that they will be bat boys in the game, not ball players. What exactly does Morgan want us to learn? What's so special about this game? And who is number 42? They only have 9 innings to find out. Discover history, mystery, humor, and baseball in this one-of-a-kind adventure in New York Times in the Magic Treehouse series. So, we will have to see what happens next time. And that will be tomorrow as I take you on another adventure through all of my voyages out and about. I hope you had a wonderful Monday. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.